Fanalysis.
How you doing, guys, and welcome to another episode of Fanalysis. We've got the Buatsi v Azeez, and that's on tonight, Saturday tonight. I've watched the gloves are off. We've had the gloves are off. We've got both fighters undefeated. You've got Daniel Azeez. He's had 20 fights and he's had 13 KOs. And you've got Joshua Buatsi, also undefeated, and he's had 17 fights with 13 KOs. Now, within the gloves are off, there was no fiery moments, but it was tense. But it also seemed a little awkward for the both of them because obviously they were both friends and they still are friends. But now they're fighting, they're putting that friendship aside. So it was quite interesting to watch. Azeez feels that Buatsi chose him because he feels that Buatsi feels he's an easy fight. So it was, it was some good moments within that. There was no handshake. Buatsi said he'll handshake after the fight. Johnny Nelson said, "How do you think you'll win?" to Buatsi, and he said, "Within 12 rounds." He said he'll win within 12 rounds. He asked if there'll be a KO, and he said, "I've shown many times." Now that made Azeez laugh, and he said, wrong thing to say. And it's as if he felt, from what I was getting from it, that in the gym, there probably has been them moments where he's put Azeez down. But Buatsi said he's referring to his 17 fights and his 13 KOs. So he said he's shown many times. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I'm looking forward to see that fight. What can I say? At the weigh-in, Dan Azeez turned up 45 minutes late. Now I could see that really peed Buatsi off. But he kept calm. Nothing was said. Buatsi, he weighed in at 12 stone 6 pounds, and Azeez weighed in at 12 stone 4 pounds. Both men looked good. I thought Dan Azeez looked really cut, and he looked in good shape, lighter than he's coming before. But yeah, both men looking good. The face-off, that was long and it was intense. Nothing said, no words spoken. So, time for a prediction. Who's going to win? Now, Buatsi, we know he's got the skill and he does have that dog in him, but he does have moments in some fights where he either loses concentration or is gassed and just takes a couple of rounds out. Now, Azeez, he's just a warrior. He will just keep going. So it's going to be an interesting fight. Azeez has to keep the pressure on him for him to win. Buatsi has the more experience, and he has more experience not as in fights, but as in the championships and just the way the fights he's been involved in. While Dan Azeez, he's come through the traditional route and he's gained himself the British, the Commonwealth. So who am I going to give it to? Predictions. Buatsi's favourite, and he should win. But I'm going to go with the underdog. probably wrong, but I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going to go with Azeez. Dan Azeez. I think he can pull it off. He can pull it off. Because I think with Buatsi, is it Virgil Hunter? He's not boxing the same as he usually does. So let's just see. That could change things up. But for now, my money is going on Dan Azeez. It's here. The fight's here. Saturday, 3rd of February. Peace. I'm out of here.